Hi. Tattoos are permanent forms of body art that belongs to a multitude of different cultures all over the world. Here we take a closer look of history of tattoos. Humans have made their bodies with tattoos for thousands of years. This permanent design, sometimes plain and always personal, have served as amulets, status symbols, or declaration of love. Tattooing has been practiced across the globe since at Neolithic times, as evidenced by mummified preserved skins, ancient art, and archaeological records. Both ancient art and archaeological finds of possible tattoo tools suggest tattooing was practiced by upper Paleolithic period in Europe. However, direct evidence for tattooing on mummified human skin extend only the 4th millennium before Christ. Egypt's international trade spread the practice of tattooing to Greece and Arabia, and there is a history of tattooing in ancient China, as well as among Celtic and Northern European tribes, such as the Picts literally painted people, and in Samoa and the Polynesian Islands where the word tattoo originated. Tattoos and body piercing are done as expression of independence for religion or cultural reason, or done one's body. There are probably thousands of styles of tattoos around now, with talent artists creating their own every day, but a lot of those designs are adapted from certain historical popular tattoo styles, many of them decades or even centuries old. Here are the 12 of the classic styles of tattoo. The first one is Classic Americano. This may be the first kind of tattoo you think of, an old school style defined by bold outlines and the use of similar colors and imagery. The second is the new school. New school tattoos are like a crazy comic book on your body. The third one is Japanese, one that has made its popularity in Japanese style. Tattoo artists still create both traditional and new takes on their classic masterpiece. The number four is black and gray image. It's a style of shade of gray. The number five is portrait, and are tattoos about different faces in your body. And another are like stick and poke, black work, biomechanical, geometric, realistic trash polka, and surrealist. Tattoos used to be done manually. That is, the tattoo artist would puncture the skin. Italy is rated top country with 48% of the population have it at least one tattoo. Sweden and the United States follow closely with 47% and 46% of residents wearing a tattoo respectively.
Oh, hey guys, I was just getting a new tattoo. Have you ever wondered when tattoo became a thing? In 1991, two German hikers stumbled upon a man whose body had been preserved for 5,000 years by being frozen in a glacier. Historians call this guy Otzi the Iceman. When his body was studied, they found that he had over 57 tattoos. Otzi is the most ancient of humans that has been discovered with tattoos. There are also mummies from the ancient worlds of Egypt and Nubia that have been found to have tattoos of dots, lines, and other markings. While the purpose and the meanings of these tattoos are not very well known, it makes it clear that we definitely have some commonalities with our ancient ancestors. Tattooing has also been considered a taboo in ancient history. The taboo of tattooing goes as far back as the roots of Judaism and Christianity. The first Christian emperor of Rome, Constantine, officially banned the practice of facial tattooing in 316 due to his Christian beliefs. Many people today are also familiar with the full-body tattoos of the infamous Japanese gangsters, the Yakuza. Japan, like many other cultures, has a deep history of tattoos. However, it became unpopular there from the 700s to the 1700s when Japanese officials decided to use the art as a way to punish criminals for their crimes. Similarly to the Yakuza, Russian gangsters are covered in tattoos. One of the earliest accounts of tattoos in Russia was in the 900s, when an official from the Arabian Peninsula was traveling through the region and ran into a group of European men who were tattooed from fingernails to neck, with dark lines and other figures on their bodies. Tattooing didn't become popularized in the West until the Polynesian Islands were discovered by Captain James Cook. The Polynesian people have a tradition of detailed facial tattoos that are often related to their status in their tribes and their tribal history. About 100 years later, the first tattooing parlor of the United States was opened up in New York City by a man named Martin Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt mostly serviced soldiers who fought in the Civil War and didn't discriminate between sides. He tattooed both Northern and Southerners that were fighting in the war. In 1961, tattoos were officially banned in New York City, and the city of New York declared it to be unlawful for any person to tattoo a human being. It remained illegal to tattoo anyone there until 1997. Since then, tattoos have become a part of mainstream American culture, which at one time, a sign of defiance, now has become an acceptable form of expression. Thanks for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel.